few people have asked me to share my thoughts on the toezone shoes. I've come into store to find them, and here they are. I'm going to go and check them out and tell you what I think. When we first arrived to the aisle, I got a really good feeling about these toezone shoes because this interactive size chart looked really promising. It seemed to suggest that the shoes were going to have loads of room for toe splay, which, as you all know, is a really important thing for me and a critical attribute of a barefoot shoe. I actually thought the size chart was really innovative and very interactive, so my son was really keen to just have a go, and we decided to try a 1 to start with. But that's when it all started to go wrong. Look at the shape of the shoe compared to the chart. If this doesn't ring alarm bells, I don't know what will. Where did all that toe room go? If you go back and look, you'll see that this size was going to be slightly too big for my son, but as you can see, his toes are completely restricted and held together in here. This original video was posted over 12 months ago, and I just wanted to pause and interject here to say how shocking this footage still is to me. How tapered that toe box is compared to his other shoe, which is a barefoot anatomically shaped shoe. Then it was time to test the flexibility of these shoes, and as you can see, nil. If you spend any time today with no shoes or socks on, just consider how much your feet and your toes are moving, and then spare a thought to any children that might find themselves in toezone shoes where they've got no ability to move their feet naturally. Now, these school shoes are a fairly budget friendly option, but for around only £10 more, you'll be able to pick up some barefoot shoes which will enable your children to move their feet without restriction. And fair is fair, we did find another option with a slightly better toe box, although it still did have a very thick and rigid sole. Such a thick and heavy rigid shoe will have a big effect on a child's ability to stabilise. It might make them clumsy and it will negatively impact their walking gait. So let's see one of the girls' school shoe options from toezone, and I've lined it up next to a paper crane barefoot shoe on the right. I just cannot get over how narrow the one on the left is from toezone. I mean, where is this company expecting children to put their toes? My son doesn't actually have the widest feet in the world, but next to these shoes, wow, I just can't imagine how much pain he would experience being expected to keep his toes together in these shoes all day long. But even a child with the narrowest feet in the world will not be able to move their toes properly in these shoes. So if you're shopping for school shoes right now, please consider how much natural movement your children will be able to make inside these hard and rigid shoes. And if you want some help looking for natural, healthier choice shoes for children, please do check out my school shoes playlist. If the thin and flexible sole of a barefoot shoe concerns you, fear not. It definitely doesn't mean that they're not strong. They are built to protect against sharp objects which will absolutely not go through, and they'll certainly last the whole academic year.